Hello and welcome to my crafting channel. This is Paula. We are looking at festive crafting opportunities, and again today I'm looking at these lovely memories and more cards that have come in our Stampin' Up! Seasonal catalogue, and they are called Reindeer Days. So there are all these different cards in the set along with a set of stickers to do some decorating. So fabulous sizing and fabulous, I suppose, patterns for card making, which I did show you last week with a couple of fun little cards that I've popped together using the set. However, we can also do some really fun scrapbooking with this. So let's put together a fun festive page today using these memories and more cards. So I'm going to start today with blank canvas. So I've just got a white willow sheet of light durable cardstock for our scrapbooking, and I am thinking about bringing in a piece of the real red cardstock as well. Now whenever I do a bit of framing, I tend to cut out the inside piece, save that for my photo mats or for other embellishments, and just leave the frame there. So it's about a 1 inch in. So all I'm going to do with the white willow is cut it down 1/4 inch off, or actually I might do 1/2 inch off this time, just to have a slightly wider red border, and that will make a really nice starting point. I've flipped through some of those different pocket cards and pulled out some of the ones that I like the icons for. So we've got that beautiful Christmas tree. It does have those delightful reindeers on the back too. I do like that for a festive feel. Not so much that other side this time. We're going to stick to our reds and greens. I love the festive gifts once again, so we might use that. That's a really nice frame for scrapbooking. I do enjoy those rather delightful little reindeer, and they are large scale, so I'm thinking we could fussy cut those out for a bit of embellishments. Again, we've got a lovely big title if we wish to use it, but we've also got these really cool trees for some decoration. So I've pulled this one in, and this one here is the back side of this one, and it's just a really nice striking bold pattern, which is going to be a good scale for scrapbooking. So I'm going to take these away and take some cuts out of them, and let's see what we can do with it. So here you go, I've cut up those trees. I thought we could have 2 different separate spots for those. I've cut up my little reindeer that are rather cute, and I have cut up that Christmas tree. Now I was thinking with the cards that it would be a good idea to do some 2 inch by 2 inch squares. Now I got this idea from Snips from Kelly. She is a fabulous creator, and she always does some really fun little square grid layouts. So this one here, I've just taken that card, cut up into 2 inch by 2 inches. We've got some of those stripy ones. I got in that other piece that was the 6 by 4, so it's got a little bit more of that one. And I've pulled in also some plain coloured cardstock. So just some light browns, some greens, some reds, just so that we've got a really good selection of grid squares to work with as well. So what are we going to do with all of these? Okay, so I've started laying out all of these squares, and we're getting to the edges now. So I've just taken some of the squares, cut them on the diagonal in half, and placed a few more along here. So we've got another one that will go up here, and then, oh, maybe actually we can, oh, that could work, or we could put it this way around and trim that one down for the little corner. So I'm just making a nice sort of triangle border to the side with all the different colors. Now what I have also done, as you can see, is I've taken one of the colors and I've gone off and done a little bit of embossing with the square and used the Forever Played 3D embossing folder. These 3D embossing folders give such a great impression. They're really, really detailed, and it just makes that little piece a little bit more interesting, and I do find that plaid is a really good match when you're talking Christmas. So that's the starting point of our layout. I'll need to adhere those and trim back the sides to carry on. Okay, so that's all laid and ready to go. Now, the way that I always place these sorts of things is I start from the edge and come in. So this one I started with my corner pieces, and then I made sure that I had this lot in a line and just slowly went out from there and tried to keep a reasonably even spacing. You'll also notice that I'm using the new Garden Green 2-toned cardstock and the new Real Red 2-toned cardstock. So it allows me to have the dark and the light side showing in different places. I've put the light side beside the red border, so it just has a little bit of a difference. So those are just a few little tips that I've done as I put it down. Now I'm thinking this layout's going to work really well with two 6x4 photos, so I can place these in the center a little bit like this. Those photos may be, I'm thinking this could be a really nice one for if you go visit Santa Claus at the grotto and have some photos taken with him, that kind of thing, or some really festive decorations out in the street light. Now I have also taken that cute little card that had the lovely little red border, and I've split it up. So I'm going to do, and I've added a little sticker here, and I'm just going to add these as a little accent piece, kind of like a way to, I guess, secure it or anchor it to this. And I've given it the impression of this being a big long strip sitting behind. Now because this is quite a busy pattern behind, and these pieces might get a little bit lost, I'm actually going to get out a blending tool, a sponge dauber, and add a little bit of definition to the outside of this one. And so by doing this, I'm just going to have that nice little dark border, and that will help these pieces stand out a little bit. So of course we just need to do it around 3 sides just to give that nice little finish. So I've just raised the photo mats, and I am just going to place these in. I left a little space under them just to get that nice little framing going through. And you can see with that darkened edge, they really do stand out now. I might just make that little framing a bit bigger. So that's going to be our nice spot for the photos. Now down below we've got all this white space, and do you recall I cut out those fun little trees? So I am thinking that these fun little trees, I purposefully split them because that was a place that wasn't too noticeable, but because we've got this angular edge, they are going to be best tucked away in the corners there. I'll just lift that up a little bit for you, and the same with this one. Due to that straight angular edge, we really want to tuck them away to the sides. So now we can sort of create this fun effect of trees. I've got that lovely Christmas tree too, which would tuck in quite well. And then of course we had our cute little reindeer, so maybe we can tuck this one into the trees, and amongst that we might be able to just see his tail as well poking out, and this one maybe could be just walking out from behind that little section of trees too. So that's looking rather sweet, and it's just got that real festive feel happening now with those little trees. So the last thing we haven't got in here yet is a little title, and I have got the perfect stamp set for this. This one just came out recently in the Reindeer Memories range for scrapbooking, and it's got this lovely big title, Festive Memories. So I have stamped a couple of these festive memories in different shades. So I have got the red and the green that's prominent in our layout, just to have a look at what I think works best. So festive memories in red does look pretty lovely. Oh, we might just need to secure those guys. And then we've got our festive memories in green. I'm thinking between the two of those, I prefer the red. So that's my choice if I go for a colour. Then I also can obviously bring out some of the reindeer shades. So I went for a darker and a lighter brown, just to have a little look at what I thought of that. And that's your little lighter brown. So I think the darker brown or the red, either is going to work really well with this layout. It just really depends what you want to pull in. Now because I've only got 2 other dark brown pieces down low, not really much a dark brown happening up the top, I think it might be a bit heavy to have another dark brown piece, although it does create a bit of a border effect. But I'm thinking because of our framing, I might go back to the red just so it's a little bit less obvious of a title. So I'm just going to stamp that one in so that we can then secure all these little pieces and finish off the layout. So after popping that stamp in, I feel like it still needs a little bit of a ledge. So in this lovely set, we've got this cute little sort of starry border. It could be used for journaling or for lots of different reasons, but I've got it here, and I'm thinking that if we bring in the pecan pie, which is like a mid-brown, it might work really well for this effect. So let's just pop this open. Now I quite like the idea of second generation stamping because it is quite a bold colour. So I'm just going to tap it onto my ink pad, stamp off on a piece of paper beside me, and then bring in this little piece here. And it's still got something happening, but it's not too bold and in your face. Now I'm wondering if I do another one right beside it or whether I bring a few little bits sort of showing, peeping out from over here. I think that might be a good idea. So let's just do that again. We'll stamp off. And then I'm actually going to bring my little mask over because I want it just to be a little bit peeping out from that paste there. Okay, let's just see with my little reindeer whether I need to go over that again. Okay, we'll just do this a little bit more. That looks better. And so that's going to go up here too. Now I also think we want to have a little bit of it peeping out over this side. So again, I'll just stamp off to the side and bring in a little bit of this statement piece. It's just adding a little bit of interest all around the place for something else. So I'm just going to secure our little pieces down now and we will have the layout done. Alright, so that's all adhered now. It's looking great. I'm just thinking I might pop a little cute sentiment up here in the set that's the Oh So Jolly. I'm going to bring in some of that garden green colour, just stamping a little bit on top of those cute little lines over there. And there's also just a nice little date spot, which I think I might bring in so that we can have that with our little bit of journaling on the left hand side. So I'm just going to use Pecan Pie for that. And just tap that down here nice and lightly so we've got a good spot for adding our journaling. So I think the last thing we haven't yet thought about is a bit of bling. So I've just gone through my stash, found a few things could work. I'm actually wondering whether I do just dot a few of these little bright red sequins. They came from a kit, in fact. They came from the Rustic Christmas Countdown kit. And they've been really useful because they're just a lovely, bright, cheerful colour. I could just bring a little bit around that. I mean, maybe we'll just have a little one up here as well. We'll just have to have a couple there. That's kind of cute. Just lift it up a bit more. And maybe just a couple around our wording. So that's fun. So there we go. There is the end of a nice, quick and easy little layout using the Memories and More Reindeer Days cards. Hope you enjoyed seeing how that came together. Keep watching my YouTube channel for more videos in the next few days. See you later.